So this is a bit of a controversial take, but I reckon if you take 3/4 of all game dev professors and teachers, they wouldn't be able to make a game, even if their lives depended on it. And I mean that as of right now. Like, yeah, obviously if you were to give them enough time, they'd figure it out eventually, but they literally don't currently possess the skill for it. And maybe one time in their past they did have it, but now I just think they're shells of their former self. And this is exactly what happened at my college. Legit, our unit coordinator, whenever you talk about his industry experience, would only talk about the time he did QA for an old Nintendo Wii game. The game came out in 2008. 16 years ago. And you're teaching the next generation of students, and you've got nothing recent to show. This isn't inspiring, nor is it very helpful for us. And these guys get paid fuckloads, man. Or at least the hourly rates are insane. Like, I know this because I've done casual work at a university before. It pays excellent. Plus, it's even more to be a tutor, and then it's double or even triple to be a lecturer. And then it's even more on top of that to be the head unit coordinator. And take this with a grain of salt, because it's not all of the teachers, remember. Like, the teachers from private universities and some specialized courses, they're great. I haven't really seen many issues with them. But public colleges need a shake-up, and it needs it now. The graduates are suffering. And also take this with a grain of salt. I reckon the seniors of our industry had it much better when they first started versus the juniors now. And I mean that in a way where you could find work so much more easily. Actually, fuck it. The work conditions were better too. Everything was better, right? And I'm not saying that the conditions were great when you compare it to people in other fields, but it's definitely the lesser of two evils. And if you disagree with me, you can try and argue your points in the comments, but I don't think it's possible. Because I think the majority of people would say that the working conditions have gotten a lot worse now, even the seniors. Because it's still got all the same crappy issues that they had to once deal with, but now it's amplified tenfold. And this is why these people probably got these college teaching jobs. They would have had an amazing resume back 15 or something years ago, so they would have applied and the college would have said, "Welcome aboard, Giga Chad Chadwickson." But over time, these people became domesticated. They got lazy, so their skills tanked. And to prove this, just ask them anything specific about how modern games actually work, and they won't be able to answer properly. It's all word salads, man, so you're probably going to hear something like this.
Question. So, how could we optimize games to work better on mobile devices?
Ah, what a provocative query. One must first regard the simulacra as inherently defiant in nature, a kind of contumacious rebellion against their digital confines. Yet I juxtapose this defiance with the inexorable call to submission to the innate constraints of the devices themselves. Yes, quite truly splendid. Indubitably, time for my departure. I have my 3 p.m. vasectomy appointment.
I'm paying $25,000 for this. What the fuck did I just hear? And also, now that I think of it, not only do these people not know how to make games, I don't even think they play games. Or else they would probably mention it at the start of the class. Like, that's a great way to start dialogue between teachers and students. So yeah, in short, most game dev teachers have lost their touch and couldn't make a game even if they tried. And thank you for listening. I'm loving the support you guys are showing to the YouTube channel, and the conversations in my Discord server are based. Really interesting stuff. And if you guys haven't already joined, I'd love to hear your story. Oh, and a like and sub would help too. Thanks. The heck? Why is this cake so sweet?